Money has a habit of stripping polish off people. In my family, $47 million did the sanding. I'm Maya Ellis, and until this morning I was the cautionary tale, the daughter who left Ellis Development for schoolhouses, the sister who poured her inheritance into an education nonprofit, while my younger brother, Lucas, chased condos. The oak doors at Kensington and Reed resisted. Inside, my parents, Vivian and Charles, sat in matching black at the head of the table. Lucas sprawled, scrolling. "You're late," my mother said, though the clock disagreed. "Traffic," I answered, taking the chair by the window. Mr. Reed, Grandad Arthur's lawyer for 3 decades, waited with a folder. My father cleared his throat. "Let's be efficient. Arthur's estate must secure the company's future." Lucas, as discussed. "Obviously the shares come to me," Lucas said. "I'm the one with business sense." I swallowed the list of his flamed-out ventures. My mother's nails tapped. "Some of us value money," she said, "not charity." Mr. Reed opened the folder. Paper whispered. "Actually," he said, "the trust and controlling interest in Ellis Development transfer to Maya." Silence dropped. Lucas's phone clattered. My father flushed. "Impossible." "No," Mr. Reed said, producing a letter in Arthur's careful hand. He read, "To my family, while you dismissed Maya's work, I studied it. She built a foundation in 12 countries, negotiated ministers, met budgets, and grew 2 million into 30 through partnerships. That is stewardship. This company was never about hoarding, it was about building." My mother's gaze broke first. Lucas looked seasick. I watched the city and saw possibilities. Schools, clinics, resilient housing, blueprints my grandfather would recognize. I slid the letter into my bag and met my father's stare. "Shall we talk about legacy?" At dawn, I rode the empty elevator to the top floor of Ellis Development, Granddad's keycard warm in my palm. Security nodded like a man briefed overnight. Arthur's office, my office, was a glass cliff over the city he'd stitched with cranes. On the wall, between trophies and ribbon cuttings, a small frame hid in shadow. A younger Arthur beside a one-room schoolhouse. The plate read, "Ellis Community Project No. 1, 1974. My pulse steadied. By 9, the boardroom buzzed. My father marshaled allies, my mother hovered brittle, Lucas whispered to a broker. Mr. Reed slid me an agenda. "Your father will move a vote of no confidence," he murmured. "He's short on numbers." "Then we'll talk facts," I said, opening my laptop. "Experience," my father said, "is what she lacks." "Let's measure it," I answered, and brought up a world map. Pins bloomed. In 5 years, I've overseen 47 builds, schools, clinics, training centers, across 12 countries, average variance under 2%, completion time 4 months. Murmurs shifted. Next slide, solar arrays, gray water systems, transparent ledgers. We came in 20% under budget in Nakuru by sourcing locally and training crews. That margin wasn't charity, it was discipline. Lucas scoffed. "They're huts." I showed a training campus with seismic bracing and smart meters. International standards, and markets are moving. I flipped to forecasts. Sustainable construction is a $400 billion space. We've left money on the table. Last slide, a 5-year plan, balanced projections, public-private tenders, a division for resilient housing. Silence lengthened, then aligned. Hands rose, eyes. Only my father's voice opposed. Afterward, Mr. Reed gave me a sealed envelope. "From Arthur, for after the vote." I tucked it inside my jacket near my heart. Shall we build something lasting? I thought. Sun split the boardroom table into lanes when I opened Arthur's envelope. A photograph slid out. Me at a Tanzanian ribbon. Granddad looking not at the lens, but at me, and a note in his square hand. Success isn't piled. It's placed, brick by brick, where it holds the most weight. Build for tomorrow. A year later, the roof garden of the Ellis Legacy Project hummed. Below, a mixed-use tower married market apartments to affordable units and a training center with solar and gray water. Results changed everything. Profits up 40%, workforce doubled, Backlog Global. My mother's smile softened. My father's posture lost its armor. Lucas held his daughter Ivy in a tiny hard hat. I took the podium. 50 years ago, Arthur Ellis built a schoolhouse. Today we return to that blueprint. I unveiled the plaque. The Arthur Ellis Community Hub. We're launching the Ellis Foundation for Sustainable Development, a $1 billion commitment to green tech, community construction, and trades education. This is not charity, it's strategy. I turned to my family. Lucas will lead technical education, turning lessons into skilled hands. My father will head community relations, binding projects to neighborhoods. My mother will steward partnerships, converting social capital into real capital. Lucas straightened. My father blinked. My mother's mascara made honest rivers. After the speeches, I walked Ivy between planters, her glove round 2 of my fingers. My father joined us at the rail. "We were wrong," he said. "You were scared," I answered. "Fear builds walls. We build homes." Evening lit the city. I slipped Arthur's photo into my pocket and smiled at what we'd raised. Not just a skyline, but a standard. We build for tomorrow.